Happy Mountain Monday, friends, and welcome to today's video. Much to the dismay of outdoorsmen and women throughout the state of Arizona, many wild areas in the state are currently on fire, including my own backyard, with much of the state having been in drought conditions for many years and severe heat waves coming with Arizona's summer weather. It is a recipe for a severe fire season. With over 10 wildfires currently burning within the state, our fire season is off to a rough start. A few of these fires are currently burning sections of the Arizona National Scenic Trail, which, if you've been around this channel for a while, you'll know it's a trail I'm quite familiar with. You can see videos from that adventure up in the upper right hand corner. Today, we're going to be talking a bit about how the fires have been affecting the trail. At the time of writing, there are three major fires burning portions of the Arizona Trail: the Bighorn Fire, the Bush Fire, and the Mangum Fire. Or Mangum. I thought it was Magnum for the longest time. Yeah. But let's start with the Bighorn Fire. The Bighorn Fire was started in Coronado National Forest in the Santa Catalina Mountains by lightning on June 5th and continues to decimate the Sky Island and surrounding desert. At the time of publishing, over 50,000 acres have burned and it's 19% contained. It has been fueled largely by dry vegetation and windy weather. Huge plumes of smoke are visible from the nearby city of Tucson, which sits just beneath the Santa Catalinas to the southwest. Sadly, much of the area burning is low-lying desert that rarely burns, so it will take the ecosystem many years to recover from this catastrophe. At the time of writing, several communities have had to evacuate to escape the inferno. One of these communities is the Arizona Trail Gateway community of Summerhaven, which is located close to the top of Mount Lemmon. Several more communities have been warned that the order to evacuate may be near and have been instructed to gather necessities and keepsake for the event an evacuation is necessary. One of these communities is another Arizona Trail Gateway community, the town of Oracle, which is at the base of the Santa Catalina Mountains to the north. There are currently over 900 personnel working to put out this fire's flames. The Bighorn Fire has ravaged areas of passages 11, 12, and 13 of the Arizona Trail. This includes vast portions of the Wilderness of Rocks portion of the Push Ridge Wilderness and Oracle Ridge. These portions of trail may take a long time to recover from this disaster. Diligent work will need to be done by the Arizona Trail Association and others to repair the trails in this area. Next, let's talk about the Mangum Fire. The Mangum Fire began when portions of Kaibab National Forest set ablaze on June 8th. The cause of this fire is currently under investigation. At the time of publishing, the Mangum Fire has charred over 65,000 acres of pine and juniper forests on the north rim and is currently 4% contained. Conditions have been improving for firefighters recently as windy conditions have given way to calmer, more humid weather. Currently, there are almost 700 personnel working to put out the fire. The north rim of the Grand Canyon is temporarily inaccessible due to closures associated with this fire, as it is currently burning just west of the Grand Canyon Highway. This has forced the National Park Service to close the north rim of the Grand Canyon. The Arizona Trail Gateway community of Jacob Lake and some residences along House Rock Road have been evacuated due to this fire as well. Hopefully things are back in order by the time this fall thru-hiking season rolls around, so it isn't even more difficult to resupply on the North Rim. Vast portions of Arizona Trail Passage 41 from Winter Road to Jacob Lake have been decimated by the Mangum Fire. Contingency fire breaks have been created along Winter Road and House Rock Road. During the fight with the fire, access to the northern terminus will be affected. This fire will leave huge portions of dry, hot trail even more exposed for years to come up on Buckskin Mountain. Lastly, we're going to talk about the fire that's closest to me right now and the rest of the Phoenix area. The bushfire. At the time of publishing, the bushfire has burned over 180,000 acres, and it is currently the largest fire our nation is battling. It is only 15% contained. It was started from a vehicle fire in the desert close to Four Peaks on June 14th. This area is frequented by off-roaders and shooters alike, so such an occurrence was just waiting to happen, as springtime showers gave way to Arizona's sweltering summer heat. The bushfire became the 5th largest fire in Arizona's state history in under 5 days. This was largely due to the large amounts of dry vegetation, intense heat, and strong winds. There are several communities being threatened by this catastrophe, and many people have been instructed to evacuate. There are currently over 800 people working to fight the fire, including over 40 fire trucks and 9 helicopters. Several planes dropping flame retardant were visible from a distance on the first day the fire started. Sadly, this fire has been burning major parts of the Arizona Trail in passages 20 and 21. This includes one of the most iconic mountains on the trail, Four Peaks. This area had a severe fire many years back, but was recovering very nicely recently. From a distance, it seems the fire affected the areas around the peaks pretty badly. The entirety of Passage 20 is some of the most magical terrain on the trail. Several communities around Roosevelt Lake, including some of which are trail gateway communities, and Sunflower, are at risk. Hopefully they can get this fire under control soon. So after hearing all of this, you may be asking yourself, how can I help? Well, there are a few different ways that you can. First and foremost, you can donate your time to the Arizona Trail Association by helping them with trail work. I will leave a link in the description to volunteer opportunities. Many of these have been delayed until there is a less significant COVID risk, but after this year's fire season, they will be in dire need for some muscle. Second, you can donate your money to the Arizona Trail Association. I know in lieu of COVID, they're not quite meeting their fundraising goals for this year. I'll also leave a link to that down below. More funds will allow them to buy equipment for trail crews, get more trail work done, and help conserve the trail for generations to come to be inspired on their walk from Utah to Old Mexico. If these methods don't speak to you, you can also contribute to the folks fighting the fires. They say that financial donations are the most effective for meeting their needs, but some areas may also accept packaged non-perishables, Gatorade, water, etc. Just call the organization ahead to find out what they may need. Some more ideas on how to support the firefighters are listed in a link below. Though the fires are threatening and changing areas we know and love, fire is also a part of the natural cycle that some areas of our state depend upon. In other areas, the fires are causing what could be permanent changes to the landscape as we know it. These mighty forces of nature are merciless and are not to be messed with. Although beautiful, getting close to these fires is dangerous and should be left to the professionals. Trying to enter an area where there is an active fire can harm you and slow down efforts to fight the fire. Also, fires are no drone zones. It says all over the Forest Service websites that if you're flying, they can't send in their air support and do their jobs. Obey the laws surrounding these disasters and appreciate them from a great distance. I hope everyone stays safe during these crazy times. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to check out some of the links in the description to find info pertaining to these fires and volunteer opportunities with the Arizona Trail Association. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps me and this channel out a bunch. I'll see you guys in the next video. You take it easy.